Alright, so in this trade here, because we have this large uptrend which had an overshoot, we have two initial legs down, and we have a break, this, and then a failure. So the way I see it, it's a very failed second entry long, and now we're going down to make a new low. So the target is around these lows, and the larger down target would be here, 7,000. So there's some support area here. It looks like it got a bounce, but if this closes strongly, I will add. So I'm hoping for a smaller level failed entry, second entry long, something like this to take a short up to here. Now it would be nice if this second attempt higher would fail to make a new high. Just reverse. Yeah. EMA is still holding, however, while we have this potential break. Okay. Okay, so new high made here. Now a push below the EMA be a good indication of bearish momentum. Although NQ is quite strong today. Alright, so a close below the EMA and this potential short-term uptrend would be the entry. It didn't trigger yet. Yeah, it looks like it wants to make a new high. Thank you is dragging ES up. Apparently it did close out of this potential downtrend. Let's see now. The bad news is that we also have this second short here, followed by another second short, but I would still expect a leg down. Alright, so it's finally triggered. Let's see if this goes. I think you might still want to push a new high. Alright, a rejection here would be great. Yep. So at this moment we have this large fail-sequence entry here. And then we also have this smaller fail-sequence entry, so we'd expect a deeper pullback for this large uptrend, potentially a break. So I think we will hit this 7,000 level. I will pause the video and resume when some movement happens. Okay, so it's moving down nicely. One thing to note, a lot of times trends start from the failure point. So from this high you have one attempt higher, second attempt higher, failure. So from this I created this downtrend, which usually starts when there are sharp moves. It doesn't start from the top of the uptrend, and yeah, it's not really overshooting, it's just the trend starts from this area. Let's see. I would expect a new low to be made, and as mentioned, even for NQ, this initial leg down. So you have this trend playing out, and this significant break, and then this is the larger leg down. And if you look, they're basically the same. So from my experience, this adds confidence that the trade will eventually reach this area. As for ES, this has been more bearish, so it's looking good currently. But ES needs to push past this 2 legs down. There is some support forming here. So let's see how big of a bounce this is. It could go into a larger break like this, which would be bad. Let's see how EMA reacts. Price is now forming a smaller fair second entry long. So one attempt, second attempt, if it triggers here, then we would expect to at least retest the overnight high. Alright, looking good. A lower high would be good here in NQ. Okay, it was finding some support again, but it's finally pushing down. And also on NQ we had another larger attempt higher, so downtrend, break, and this would be the second attempt for a larger break, which failed. I think in here it's a good trade as well. Take it up to 26,230 area, bottom of this range. Now we would expect price to pick up soon. A very slow day today. Okay, some volatility picked up here. Okay. Ideally we would get a pushback down and not breach this potential stop. That's a good confirmation as well. All right. Looking good so far. Would be nice if it could put some more, so this initial target was reached. Took a while for the trade to work out. But I still think we may go for a break. Potentially test of this 7,000 area. If we get a rejection again from this overnight high, then I will move my stop loss just above it. Alright, looking good. So I move my stop loss here. Thank you finding some support around this lows. But if it manages to break through, it should get ES down with it. Let me draw this channel. Nice. Come on. Alright, so NQ bounced on the measure move. And also this trend line, bottom line. So this downtrend may get a break. Alright. That's a nice push lower. Alright, it's pushing through this previous measure move. So NQ reached this down measure move, and now it's bouncing quite aggressively. It may stop us here. Yeah. Still a good trade. I will continue to hold one of this, move it to break even.